Imagine writing a program that counts from 1 to 10. Sounds simple, right? Now, what if I told you to count from 1 to 1,000? Would you sit there and type out every single number manually? Of course not. That's where loops come in. Loops help us automate repetitive tasks effortlessly. And today, we're going to break down the 3 types of loops in Rust. The loop, Rust's infinite loop. The while loop, run as long as a condition is true. The for loop, the most powerful way to iterate over collections. And of course, we'll explore how to break out of loops and skip iterations with break and continue. By the end of this video, you'll never have to write repetitive code again. So let's get started. Let's start with Rust's most basic loop, the loop. The loop keyword creates an infinite loop that runs forever, unless we tell it to stop. Let's look at a simple example. If we run this, Rust will keep printing forever. It won't stop unless we manually terminate the program. Let me set the delay so that you can see the statement being printed every second. Using a sleep function from the thread module, I have added a delay of 1 second. Now if I run this, the statement will be printed every second forever. To prevent this infinite loop, we can use the break keyword to stop the loop when we want. Here, we start counting from 0, and with each iteration, we increase count by 1. When count reaches 5, the break statement stops the loop. Let's run this. Perfect. We counted up to 4, then exited when count equals 5. That's how we control infinite loops in Rust. Next up, the while loop. Unlike loop, a while loop only runs while a condition is true. The moment the condition becomes false, the loop stops. We start at 3 and count down. The loop continues as long as number is greater than 0. Each time, we decrease number by 1. Let's run it and see if we get our liftoff countdown. Awesome! The loop stopped as soon as number hit 0. Now let's test an edge case. What happens if number starts as 0? See, the loop never even runs because the number is greater than 0 is already false when we start. That's a key difference between while and loop. Loop always runs at least once unless we manually break. Now let's talk about the most useful loop in Rust, the for loop. We use for loops when we know how many times we want to iterate, especially over ranges or collections. Let's print numbers from 1 to 5 using for. Here, 1 equals 5 is a range that includes numbers from 1 to 5. In case you don't know, this expression is called right-inclusive range literal. Rust automatically loops through each value, assigning it to number. Let's run it. Nice! Notice how clean and simple this is compared to while or loop. We can also use for to loop through arrays. Here, for name and names automatically loops through every item in the array. Let's run it and see the output. That's so much cleaner than manually indexing into the array. That's why for loops are preferred for iteration in Rust. Before we wrap up, let's talk about 2 important keywords. Break immediately exits the loop. Continue skips the current iteration and moves to the next one. Let's see them in action. Here's what happens. If number is 5, continue skips that iteration, so 5 never gets printed. If number is 8, break stops the loop completely. No numbers after 8 are printed. Let's test it. See, 5 got skipped, and the loop stopped at 8. These 2 keywords help us control loops with precision. And that's a wrap. But wait, here is a challenge for you. Write a program that prints only even numbers from 1 to 20 using a loop. Drop your code in the comments. If this video helped, check out the full Rust tutorial series. See you in the next video.